Hey, Jennifer Yoingco of Texas Home Group here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I provide up-to-the-minute videos every Tuesdays. For today's topic, it's all about what is a homestead tax exemption and how to file for one here in Texas. Let's explore it right now. What is a homestead tax exemption? If you bought a property last year and it is your primary residence, you may qualify for a homestead exemption. The exemption will reduce the assessed value of your property for tax purposes. So, you're taxed only for a certain portion of the value of your home. So in many cases, homestead exemptions are based on a percentage of value or set amount, whichever is less. For example, if the tax assessor values your home at $250,000 and your exemption, let's say your general residential exemption allows you for 10%, so that's $225,000 in value, you'll be taxed an assessed value of $225,000. So it varies state by state and by local jurisdiction. So technically it will help you pay lower taxes because of that reduced tax exemption assessed value. What are the eligibility requirements? First, you must own and reside in your home on January 1 of the tax year and cannot claim homestead exemption on any other property in the state of Texas. This means, let's say if you lived in your home, example, December of 2019, you cannot claim taxes or homestead exemption this year. The earliest that you can do that and file for homestead is January 1 of 2020. But if you do reside and bought your home January 1 of 2020, then yes, you can file for homestead exemption and save for taxes. Second, you must provide a valid Texas driver's license or Texas identification card. In most cases, the address must match the physical address of the residence for which you are applying. Visit dps.texas.gov for information and fees about how to file and get a new driver's license or identification card. Again, extra exemptions may be available for senior citizens, disabled veterans, and other groups. In many cases, if you need to apply for a homestead exemption, make sure to apply between January 1st and April 30th. The exemption often automatically reduces in subsequent years, so you don't have to worry about it. Be wary on those mailers or solicitation mail that looks official and asking for payment to help you file for your homestead. Keep in mind, filing for homestead is free. If you are not sure about the mailer that you've received, if it's coming from the government or not, reach out to me and give me a picture, a copy picture, and I'll let you know if it's official or not. Now I'll show you how to complete a homestead tax exemption form in Texas, particularly in the Harris County. If, let's say, you're in a different county like Fort Bend, Brazoria County, etc., all you need to do is go to Google and type the county, example Fort Bend, and type appraisal district. Then Google will give you the list of addresses and you can click the link so you can go in there. So let's get started. Okay, I'm here at Google and trying to search for HCAT.org since we'll be filing the homestead tax exemption for Harris County Appraisal District. So that is the county. So all you need to do is Google HCAT.org, click this link, then go all the way to forms, all forms. Then as you scroll down, you will find the form for the general homestead exemption. So it's in this area, residential exemption, and this is the form that we'll be filling out for the tax homestead exemption. Click this link. Okay, as you can see, this form is pretty straightforward. You can put your account number, tax account number. You can get that from the HCAT website as well. If you don't know, you can reach out to your realtor who has assisted you in selling the home or buying the home. The tax year is the current tax year that you'll be filing for your residential homestead. Question here, do you own and live in the property for which you are seeking this residence homestead exemption? Say yes, click that. And in section 1, all you need to fill out here is usually the general residence homestead exemption. Check that. And if other applies to you, like say you are a disabled person or you're a person age 65 or older, you can check those items as well. As we scroll down, there are certain questions here that you can answer. Let's say, were you receiving a homestead exemption on your previous residence? So if it's your first time in buying a house, then obviously the answer is no. But if you have a previous home and that's your homestead, you can say yes there. And are you transferring an exemption from a previous residence? Yes or no. Again, same applies if you have a previous home. And are you transferring a tax limitation? Usually the question here is, I guess, no. The answer to this is no, because it's not, unless you can also consult your tax preparer about this specific question. And you can put your previous residence here and previous county. The important part here is to complete section 2, and you will check here if you're a single adult, married couple, and other. Obviously, if you're a married couple, you'll have to put the name of the property owner here, your percent ownership interest. You'll say 50% for the husband and 50% for the wife. But if you're single buying the property, then all you need to do is put 100%. And you could put the date of, if you scroll along here in the section 3, you could put the date you purchased the property and date you began occupying the property as your principal residence. Okay, your physical address, legal description, you can ask your realtor about that. Model and ID number if it's a manufactured home, okay? But if it's not, you don't need to put all these information here. The same thing goes for here, the waiver for required documentation. If it applies to you, then you don't need to provide any issued photo or personal identification certificate. For section 5, additional information, if you have any, then all you need to do is complete this part, sign and date, and make sure that you are not giving any false statement on this form. The rest, if you scroll down, if it applies to you, if you're only age 65 or older, you have to complete this affidavit. The same thing if you are qualifying disability and have owner interest not of record. That's about it. Thank you. I hope you found this video helpful in completing your homestead tax exemption here in Texas. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, even the thumbs up button. I provide up-to-the-minute videos every Tuesdays. Again, this is Jennifer Yoingco serving Houston, Tomball, and Spring. Thank you for listening.